What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 47. We're starting this obviously in Benson is going to go out to Portimonense at the start of the transfer window, and Ivan Toney is coming back to training from his injury. Yes, the broken toe he suffered. He's not ready to play just yet, and you best believe, considering how good we've been in front of goal this season and last season, I'm not going to rush him back. Absolutely no way. We're one win away from qualification in the Europa League. We're back on track in the Premier League. Yeah, I'm not rushing Ivan Toney back, no doubt about it. Ivan, take as much time as you need, mate. If you need me to grab you something from the kitchen, cup of tea, cup of coffee, make you a sandwich, that's okay. You just rest that toe, mate. You rest easy and you come back when you're ready. I cannot afford another injury for the shocker. So yeah, first game of today's episode, Marseille away. Velodrome away in the south of France. Class team to do a career mode with. Love the kits, love the stadium, love the city. Marseille away. Heading into the game, penultimate one of the group stage. Win this and we guarantee qualification. Lose it and we're on the brink of possibly exiting the Europa League in the group stage. Both teams with so much at stake and neither could afford to lose. 5 minutes in, we're a goal down. Fearing the worst at this point, needing to get back in the game. But I remember what happened in the first leg when Marseille battled back from 3 goals down to claim a point. And I thought, if we can't come back from 1-0 down, that's embarrassing considering how good we are in front of goal. So I knew we'd get chances and we'd equalise through Maitland-Niles' first of the season. What a brilliant build-up, by the way. Lovely passing, lovely movement, and Ainsley wraps the move off. So Brentford back on level terms, great little team goal, and right before the break, should have got in front for the first time. De Silva running through 1-on-1, great save, still tied heading into the break. But in the second half, 3 minutes after the restart, a draw for me would have done me fine in this game. That would mean avoid defeat against Rosenborg in the final group game, and that would see us through. But I was thinking, I want the job done tonight. I want to make sure we're through tonight and we can rest all our players on match day 6. So in the second half, was brave, was attack-minded, know we could lose the game by chasing the win, but in the end, we got ourselves in front. And this is why I'm not rushing Ivan Toney back, because since he's been out, don't get me wrong, we've missed the leader, we've missed the captain's influence, but the guys that have come in to replace him, obviously Gutierrez ordinarily, he was out of this game, but Lookman and also Watkins as well have picked up the slack. In particular, Ademola Lookman scores our second as Maitland-Niles for the man of the match display in this game here in the south of France. A goal and an assist sees us flip the script, turn the game on its head, just like against Dynamo Zagreb, and there it is. We go 6 points clear of Marseille, 7 clear of Rosenborg, and that means with a game to spare, we've not only qualified, but we've topped the group as well. So what a luxury knowing that into our final game, hosting Rosenborg on match day 6, we can rotate our entire side. We can lose the game 5-0. It does not matter. I mean, I don't want to lose the game 5-0, obviously, but we can if it happens that way. We still won't drop outside of the qualification spots or even top. Top spot is guaranteed with a game to spare, and I'm absolutely buzzing about that. So as December comes around, what a luxury knowing we can rest our players against Rosenborg, because look at the fixtures. Look at the fixtures we've got. We've got, I think it's 8 games coming in this 1 month of December, including the Carabao Cup quarter-final against West Ham, Leicester, Arsenal away, Spurs away, Manchester City as well, Wolves, who right now are only behind us in the table by a single point. What a massive month of December we've got coming. So it's great to know Toney is coming back, and like I said earlier, I don't want to rush him back, but at this point I might have to. So yeah, so many games, and massive ones in the league, and that Carabao Cup quarter-final coming in this month of December. You know December is always incredibly busy around the Christmas period. It is in the football calendar as well. Goodness gracious me, lads, can I get a breather, please? But still, for the second game of the season, this is a massive one here again. 12 games of the season, taking on Wolves, Bruno Lage's side here. Obviously, as we know, just a point below us in the table right now. It's incredibly congested to start the season off in the race for European places. Starting the game off in attack mode, looking for our 3rd straight win after a bad patch of form. Unfortunately for me, I noticed it at the start of the season when we wanted to sign him ourselves. Meslier had moved on from Leeds to Wolves. We know this guy is incredible against us in the game. Every time we face Leeds, he was always stopping every single shot on target. But in this game, after 2 great early saves, we would take the lead. Brian Bryan Mbeumo's third of the year, puts us in front, and we take the deserved lead here against Bruno Lage's side. But Meslier was just not giving me anything other than that, though. We got the 1 goal past him, and he just kept on making save after save. At half-time, we could have been 3 or 4 goals up, but Meslier had other plans. But in the second half, still leading by 1, we're in complete control. So I thought, if I don't do anything stupid, we're going to see this game out pretty comfortably. And that's why right before the hour mark, Roberto Gutierrez sees red and gets the first red card of the series. The first red card of the series, and it's justified as well. I thought I could win the 50-50 duel. I'd be winning 50-50 battles all game long. I slid in, but it was late. It was from behind. He left the ground. Fact of the matter is, it's the right decision. Silly from yours truly. I guess the adrenaline just got the better of me and the frustration knowing we should have been 3 or 4 goals up. Instead, only led by 1. Roberto red card. We're down to 10 men. But did that see us fold under the pressure like we've done previously in this series? Nope. 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 Could have gone 2-0 up with a minute to go. Great defense in the final half an hour despite going down to 10 men and saw the game out by a goal to 0. I'm going to make this statement right now. I think we're a much mentally stronger side this season because we haven't changed much at all. In fact, we brought in 2 new players in Bilo and also Watkins, and we only sold Dervis Soglu. We've kept the core of the squad here. We've grown up and matured as a team and as a core, and I think now we're in a much better place, both in terms of our ability and also mentally as well. I think now I don't feel the imposter syndrome. I don't feel the pressure as much as I used to in previous seasons. I go into those sort of games there thinking, yeah, we're favourites now. We're favourites. Back in season 1, back in season 2, I was like, yeah, we're underdogs. Even last season, we were knocking on the door for the Champions League. I'm still into those sort of games thinking, I'll probably take a point, you know. But now, no, I'm going for wins in all of these games because you know what? We deserve to be where we are right now. That win there keeps us in the top 4. We deserve to be and continue to be a European standard team. So heading to the third game of today's episode of Gutierrez on the back of the first red card of the series. Leeds away, Ellen Road. Never an easy place to go. Early on into the game we saw Stanley Young go down and stay down with an injury. Ollie Watkins had our first chance but headed that cross wide. And right before the break, still currently tied at 0-0. Well, he had a man of the match display against Wolves in helping us keep the clean sheet and the 3 points. He got absolutely done in for this goal here. Yeah, Jack Gelhardt round Sean Pratt as if he wasn't even there, rolls it across and Beneke turns in from close range. Leeds in front after a great defensive display in the previous game against Wolves on the weekend. That was pretty poor from yours truly, first to a minute. So Leeds in front heading into the break, but in the second half kept ourselves going, kept ourselves in the game. Great chance there for Young off the crossbar and still 1-0 leads, but a great action-packed game in this one though. Loads and loads of chances. Beneke was at the heart of everything in this game and almost doubled the lead for Leeds as well, playing a 1-2 with Dan James but failed to hit the target. But despite trailing by 1, we were still playing pretty decent ourselves, and 60 minutes in kept on looking for those chances to get back on level terms. And as we play a high press game here, Conter storms out of position, wins it back into Welsh. Lovely flick by Watkins, and Ricky J. Jones does it again. This guy is the super sub of all super subs. I swear every goal he scored for us, apart from maybe 1 since coming in season 1, has come from the bench. Brought him off the bench, and what a great little build up there for that goal as well. Just like in the first game against Marseille, our first goal, Maitland-Niles. Brilliant team goal. That one the same as well. Contemplating the high press, charging out of position, winning it back. The back heel, the quick little ball inside by Welsh. The back heel by Watkins for the assist. And the finish by Jay Jones as well. Lovely little quick team goal there. 1-1 the final score. And I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. I know I said in these sort of games we're going for wins now and the points aren't great results, but I'll take it. Behind at Ellen Road, very balanced game. Could have gone either way. Leeds away, never an easy place to go. So I'll take that point. That to me is not a bad result whatsoever. But heading into the following game, this was massive. Manchester City, 14 games into the season. They're 3 points ahead of us in second, and right now 10 points behind Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, who are already running away with it at the top of the table with 37 points. Massive game here. And if we want to stay in the top 4, and if we want to be a side that consistently competes for the Champions League, we've got to start picking up more scouts. I've been talking about it. Whenever we face the big teams, I always feel like a major underdog and I just can't handle the pressure. This was the game I wanted that mindset to change. So from the very first whistle, after getting back in form after a really poor run of form, 3.5 minutes in, what a start for the Bees. Ollie Watkins, first Premier League goal since returning to the community stadium. What's that saying? It's better late than never, and what a time to get it. First in 9 in the league for Watkins, and Brentford off the mark against Guardiola's side very early on. But I knew, despite taking the early lead, Man City weren't going to just sit down and let us have the win. They're going to come straight back at us. Straight afterwards, a great save by Balo kept us still leading by 1. And then 25 minutes in, at the moment, we just keep on getting knock after knock after knock. Watkins goes up for an aerial duel, stays down, and unfortunately another injury to have to deal with in a season where we've had quite a few already. 29 minutes in though, great start to the game. Half an hour in, both teams getting chances, but Balo makes another great save here on Raheem Sterling, and as Tielemans pegs it back, some good defending ourselves, stop Man City getting the chance, and eventually we'd clear the ball away. So at half time, we were leading by a goal. The question is, could I handle the pressure in the second half? Well, some great defence here, kept us still leading. Big Chris with a big block, keeps us in front, denying the Belgian, and then a couple minutes later after we cleared the corner, Man City get another chance. Jesus goes for goal, but again, it's Justin Balo, another massive save by the former final goalkeeper. 8 minutes to go. We're still leading by 1. Could we hang on? Oh my goodness, he's done it again. Balo closes down Jesus, makes an incredible block and keeps us still in front. A coming of age game for Balo. A struggling start to life in the Premier League, but this, a man of the match display by our number 13. We still led by 1. We are holding on for dear life, and from a goal kick, passing the ball forward. I don't know what on earth happened here, but somehow Alex Iwobi found all the space in the world to run through 1-on-1, smack it past Edison and get his first of the year. Since coming in on a free transfer last season, he's barely had the game time because it's been difficult for him, and Buemo's turned into a great player after all, and Jesse Lingard's been good too. Iwobi struggled for game time, but coming off the bench, wraps up the game, and Brentford get their first scalp of this season. Goodness gracious me, it is so hard to beat the big teams in this year's FIFA, but I love it. I've talked about it before. The challenge of Ultimate this year is so much greater, and I really, really like it as well. Can I give props to EA? I always say I'm very fair judging the game. EA have made Ultimate a much more difficult game, get a difficulty this year, and I really like it. We had to weather the storm and then some in that game to collect, let alone a point, all 3. And it's Balo who gets the champagne with a man of the match display and keeping a clean sheet as we win by 2-0. Huge, huge scalp. We leapfrog Manchester City and stay in the top 4. And again, I'll say it. We're here on merit. I believe we're good enough to be a Champions League team next season. I definitely believe we're mentally stronger than before, and the positive and good times keep on coming. Because our final games this episode, Rosenborg, match day 6 in the Europa League. Toney comes back and starts the game, but it wasn't a dream start for Toney. I don't really know what he was trying to do there. 26 minutes in, a simple cutback, and he put the ball about 5 yards wide. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I don't know how I missed that so badly, but I did. It was still 0-0, and I was thinking, Ivan, mate, you got 34 goals in the league last season. Come on, you're better than that. And right before the break, this was so class. Little cutback. This time, he's not going to miss. And Toney runs all the way to celebrate with me on the sidelines, back in the team. And we know, 28 years old, due to turn 29 during the season. He'll need to be replaced long term at some point. But he's still my captain, he's still the shocker, and he's still a big, big player and the club captain as well. Scores the only goal of the game in a 1-0 victory, so we wrap the group off undefeated with 5 wins in 6, beating Rosenborg by a 0-0. That's pretty impressive, to be fair, after I feel a completely weakened side for the game, and a much better run of form for Brentford. We were struggling massively in the league. We only picked up 1 point from 12 so recently, but how the turntables and how things change so quickly in football. We topped the Europa League group. In the Premier League, we're up to 2nd. No losses in our last 6 in all competitions. Brentford are back. Absolutely love it. But that went into the career mode, guys. Big thank you for watching if you have enjoyed it. And if you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And I'll see you for the next episode as we close out December and prepare to open the January transfer window very soon.